Let us look at this question. It's on vectors 1, pure mathematics advanced level. The question was taken from Darshan K Gendah. So I'm not sure if you can read the question, so I'm going to read it for you and we answer it. Question yedu iri kuti the position vectors of A and B relative to a fixed origin O are 103 and 4 minus 30 respectively. If R is a point on AB such that AR to RB is 1:2, find the position vector of R. So what I'm going to do, pano, I'm going to rewrite this question because I'm assuming maybe I'm sunyatsokiona. Then I want you to pause the video, attempt the question, and pause to see if our answers agree. That's the best way of learning mathematics. So question yedu iri kuti the position vectors of A and B relative to a fixed origin O are 103 and 4 minus 30 respectively. If R is a point on AB such that AR RB is equal to 1:2, find the position vector of R. That is the question. So you can now pause the video, attempt the question, then unpause so that we can do the working together. Okay. Saka, let me remove this question. Hopefully my copper. I want to create more space for our solution so that we can do it together. Okay. Saka question yedu manje yatotiudza kuti we have position vectors A na B. Kuzoti relative to a fixed origin O, kungota solidify the fact that we are already working with position vectors. Saka, knowing that we have position vectors, we know kuti OA inenge iri equal to 103 and OB is equal to 4 minus 30. This is the information we are given by the question. There are three-dimensional vectors x, y, z. If R is a point on AB, saka we have AB. Anditika? Satukubva kuna A, tienda kuna B. This is the vector we have AB. So vazvanzi we have a point R panapa, pana AB. Vazvanzi but R is such that iri kubva yaita divide this vector into this displacement vector into a ratio ARS to RB, which is 1:2. We now want to find the position of vector R. Saka panapa, maybe this part AR inenge iri 1, this part inenge iri 2, it's 1:2. And we should have a working knowledge of how we deal with ratio, which we get from our form 4, form 3. Okay. Saka our first task, of course, kutsvaga AB. What is AB? Saka kuti tiwane AB, which is a displacement vector, remember it's going to be equal to the destination point subtracting the source point. Kureva kuti since iri kugumira kuna B, tichatanga na B, saka it's equal to OB subtracting OA. Like this. Saka AB iri equal to, what is OB? OB into 4 minus 30. What is OA? OA into 103. Like this. Saka maybe let me do this kuti working yangu iwe pan 1. Saka panapa tiri kuona kuti AB inenge iri equal to, we know kuti we are just going to subtract zvinhu sezvazviri, saka 4 minus 1 is 3, minus 3 minus 0 ndi minus 3, 0 minus 3 ndi minus 3, like this. So that is AB. But patiri kuudzwa manje kuti we have a ratio, the ratio iri kuti chi AR is to RB inenge iri 1 is to 2. Kuti tiwane for example AR, saka kana tida kuwana AR tichati AR handitika is equal to what? Tinotora the value associated with AR anova 1, tatora value associated with AR to that over the total ratio, which is 1 plus 2 ndi 3. Saka part kana kuti portion ya AR anenge ari 1 over 3. But remember kuti this 1 over 3 is going to multiply AB, which is 3 minus 3 minus 3, like this. Murukupaona. Saka AR, it's a third of AB. Saka isu toda kuziva kuti AR ndiani. Panapa we actually have two methods. Saka I want to give you a task. I'm beginning to give you tasks, and we are going to be answering that task in our next question. Task yedu iri kuti chi? Iri kuti solve question using RB. Saka ndo task yandoda kuti muite. Ndichada kuti muzoita solve this question using RB. Saka inini ndiri kusolve question ndichishandisa AR, but imimi ndoda kuti musolve question mchishandisa RB and confirm in the comments kana answer yamuri kuwana ichifanana neanswer yatinowana tichishandisa AR. Then we are going to solve this question using RB in our next lesson. Okay. Saka panapa there are two ways of going about this. I want to show you both. Method yekutanga ndeye kungoita scalar multiplication yatinoziva kuti AR ari equal to, of course we know kuti a third icha multiplier 3, a third your multiplier minus 3, then we also have a third ichi multiplier 40 minus 3. This is the first method of going about it, but you can also do this. Munogona kuti AR is equal to what karazvia? AR is equal to, then panapa mo factor out a common factor pama elements e factor redu. Saka ntagara tine a third, munogona kubva mabuditsa chi? Tikabuditsa 3 handitika tinosara tina 1 minus 1 minus 1. So you can do it like this. Saka in our second method ma 3 anochekana, AR yongosara iri 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 minus 1, sorry. And if you consider, muchaona futi kuti zvinobuda futi kana tikaita in that way. What do I mean? Panapa AR inge iri equal to chati 3 into 3 1 into 3 1 skoroti pamsoro pana 1, 3 into minus 3 ndi minus 1, 3 into minus 3 ndi minus 1, like this. Saka it's either muchabuditsa a scalar as a common factor kana kuti muchangoita scalar multiplication iri traditional sezvamunongosiva. Saka panapa let me summarize zvataita before we go any further. What we did panapa is tatanga tatsvaga AB tichishandisa destination subtracting source. Tawana AB ndobva tainterpreta ratio tikati toda kutsvaga AR, but taudzwa isusu kuti R is a point on AB such that AR to RB is 1:2. Saka ndo zvatabva taita tikaziva kuti the portion of AR ndi 1, but it should be over the total ratio which is 3. ndobva tasolva for ar. But we should not forget kuti tiri kuda kutsvaga chi. Question yedu iri kuda kuti titsvage the position of vector r. Ndo zviri kutaurwa nequestion yedu. Question yedu iri kuda kuti titsvage position vector ra r. Saka position vector of r of course ndi or. Saka or tichamuwana sei? Kuti tiwane or tina ar, it's quite easy. Tichangoshandisa futi that principle. Saka ar iri equal to kwagumira vector or subtracting kwatangira vector oa. Todawana or, we make it subject of formula. Kurava kuti minus oa ikaenda kuside uku ichasvika iri plus like this. So this is equal to ar ndiani 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus ko oa ndiani. Oa tinomwana kupi kuquestion ndi 103. 103 tika add vectors maedera tinoziva 1 plus 1 ndi 2 minus 1 plus 0 ndi minus 1 minus 1 plus 3 ndi 2. Saka this is the value of or. So ndo ma stages atinoita. Tatanga tatsvaga ab, tikashandisa ab kutsvaga ar, ndo kuzoshandisa ar kutsvaga or. Tatowana our answer. But chandoda kuti mubatisise is this task. Please do this task. Ndoda kuti muite the same method but this time jishandisa rb. Maybe I can give you a hint or let me not give you a hint. I want to see if you are able to do it. So thank you for attending to this question. If this lesson helped you in any way, maybe please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, joining if you can. And if you want extra lessons with us, WhatsApp us on this number 7152133310. Thank you and take care.